Zimbabwe has one of the highest percentage declines in HIV prevalence, largely due to efforts by the government and its partners in reducing the spread of the virus through various interventions. This came out during a two-day editors and radio station managers workshop held by the National AIDS Council in Chinhoyi recently. Despite the notable decline, there is still high prevalence among girls. Some of the reasons highlighted for this trend is the biological makeup of women who have a high surface area for HIV to spread, cultural issues including power dynamics and vulnerability. In an interview with ZTN Prime on the sidelines of the workshop, Ministry of Health and Childcare Mental Health Manager Fabian Musoro said people who use drugs have poorer health-seeking behaviors which expose them to HIV infections.
There are several issues pertains to these two issues which are currently a problem in our country, especially substance use. Basically, we talk about control. When you are under influence of substance, you lose your personal control in various ways. Forgetfulness, engaging into very risky behaviors, including indulgence with unprotected indulgence. So that's one major issue. And then another issue is adherence. In HIV spectrum, we are talking about adherence. You need to adhere to treatment regimen that you have been.
The Deputy Director, TB in the Ministry of Health and Childcare, Dr. Fungai Kavenga, spoke about the relationship between tuberculosis and HIV, saying HIV is the strongest known risk factor for TB. He said Zimbabwe is making strides in fighting both TB and HIV.
TB and HIV remain public health problems in Zimbabwe. So the country has made significant progress in reducing the incidence of TB over the years. And as a result, we removed from the top 30 high-burden countries of TB. We remain double-burdened with TB, HIV co-infections and drug-resistant TB. So the meeting today really was to sensitize editors and radio station managers on AIDS and TB, and particularly what the country has to do to end both epidemics by 2030. HIV is the most significant risk factor for TB, and as a result, we prioritize people living with HIV when it comes to TB programming and TB screening. So we call upon all stakeholders, all partners, media, everyone, to ensure that we collaborate and ensure that our TB HIV collaborative activities are functional.
Konapo, ipapo pa ZTN Prime, DSTV channel 294, the place to be.